Mongochatter. 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 Mongochatter.
All right, we are live once again with another Mongochatter After Hours. This is the April 2025 wrap up. And you know what? My name is John Hanks. This is my homie, Simon Payne. You know what, Simon? This episode's a little bit different. We're a little bit early for the end of April, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we are. We actually made a little skit indicating that a couple of nights ago.
Yeah. Was that?
Yeah. Was that coming?
Last night? Night before last.
I can't remember.
Yep. So we're a little early to the party because there's a lot of shit going on this month.
There is.
And we're going to get right into it. But I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much to St. Arnold for sponsoring this episode and to Central Skate Shop for hooking that up for us. Good looking out, y'all.
Shout out Central.
Yeah,
shout out St. Arnold.
Cheers. Salute. We have Sam, what's your last name, brother?
Alanis.
We have Sam Alanis in the house. He's going to be putting on a contest at the beginning of May, as is our good buddy Lance Clayton, who does Ugly Skateboards. We're going to talk to those guys both tonight about those events later on down the line. But let's talk a little bit about what's been going on since we last checked in, Simon.
Yeah, I think I would say the most exciting thing was Chris Bustos put out this video with, gosh, like every homie in town, right? Yeah, it was called Waxing Poetic. He showed it to an audience at the Midtown meetup.
Yep.
And everybody had a good time, and then everybody skated. We did a downhill down Flores, Then,
Brian Gordon brought the hill.
yeah,
and
yeah.
for this one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
footage
That
work.
that really stuck out to you, huh, Sam? You mentioned
I was so happy to see that.
that. Okay.
You know, because you see someone win a prize like that, and it's like, yeah, you gotta put that to work. And sure enough, Brian Gordon did not hesitate.
Did you do you not fuck with penny boards, or what's your take?
They're fun. They're boards. You know, I'll play with them, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let me go ride a penny board.
Right.
So
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, Sam. I was behind you, the downhill, and as we got towards San Pedro Park, both of us jumped on the sidewalk.
yeah.
And I remember there was that little like narrow bit to ride off. You got it. I missed it. I got smoked. Yeah, I got smoked. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So,
I thought I was gonna eat it.
Which, yeah, it was a good feeling because it's not a downhill until you get some road rash, right?
Well, in that little turn there,
Yeah, yeah,
because I hit the downhill and I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, I already had a couple beers.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna step it up a little bit.
Same
And I
here,
saw that
yeah,
little, like,
yeah.
sidewalk piece, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like.
Me and
jump
you were
into that.
thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna get greedy.
No, I saw that and I was like, dude, I'm.
Yeah.
sitting on that.
I got
It worked out, but.
worked out for you. I got smoked.
Did you-
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you see the video, Sam?
Waxing poetic.
Yeah. All of us, Waxing Poetic. Did you see it?
I was there. I
You were there,
was
you-
at the screening.
You made it. You made it.
We did the bomb. We dropped the bomb.
No, I know you were there for that. I didn't know if you made it in time to watch the video or
I
what the.
thought I was like right there.
Oh yeah. I
'Cause
remember
that's
you
what I
pulling
thought.
up.
I remember
was
you
like
pull.
last
Okay,
minute.
that's
Yeah.
all I was saying. Yeah. God bless you.
So.
What did you think
Saturday-
of the event?
So first of all, I think that Bustos's love and commitment to the scene and the community is not only inspiring but also, very important. And that video was a representation of that.
Yeah.
Because he's been filming for what, like 3 years or something?
Really?
Yeah.
I know it's been
It
a
was
while,
a
yeah.
long
Well,
Yeah.
time.
It was like done, and then he sat on it for a very long
And he kept
time.
filming.
He kept filming a little bit here and there, but if I'm honest, I think a lot of it was sort of
Well, I was on the back end. I didn't know, so you're dropping knowledge on me.
well, no, I think a lot of it was getting the premiere going and how to show it and wrestling with like you make a video of you and your friends, and there's always that thing where I've done it before where it's like you go, does someone want to see this? And of course the answer is always fuck yes,
Yeah.
but you as a tortured artist or whatever, you might be like, do I want to put this out in a public setting for all these people to gather and watch? And like, I mean, I'm not speculating because I know for myself, and also Bustos had discussed that with me. So I think that was some of the waiting time on that as well, was that trying to figure out how to showcase it appropriately.
And I think he and everyone did a very great job, because not only, was it a room filled of all of us as friends and stuff, like
Hell yeah.
celebrating each other, but it was also beneficial for a local community spot that, needed the revenue.
Yeah. That was cool. Midtown Meetup. Shout out.
I think
I thought they might run out of beer. I remember saying that to
They
John.
did.
Oh, they did. Okay.
I
I'm-
could not drink Lone Star Blues anymore. I switched to, what is it? What
They
was
ran
it
out
called?
of
The
your
blue
beer.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was drinking it too, though.
They make a mean michelada.
Oh, it's a great. I wish I remember her name because she's the sweetest.
Mia.
Mia.
Mia. Yeah.
Yes.
Mia's
Such a
family.
sweetheart, very gracious host.
I've known Mia longer than many of like the people that I know from skate. Like Mia's one of my original San Antonio people.
She's service industry, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because she used to hang. Well, she does hang. I know Mia from Bombay Bicycle Club because I used to work there, and also she is she looks over the property that I rent from the former manager of that. It's all connected, but it's all
She's a hard
sort of
worker.
revolves around that.
She's a very hard worker.
Yeah.
And again, super sweet. We took shots together.
What?
When I paid my tab, she gave me a free shot.
Damn.
Nah, the
Super
girl.
cool, you know.
Real quick in the chat, we got some chatters, some Mongo chatterers checking in this evening. John Esquivel says howdy in Texas form.
Escobar.
Esquivel. 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 Jason B in the house. He came from the Mongo pushing.
Yeah, Jason
Yep.
B.
Dave Cook is in here. Dave Cook says he can't hear Sam.
Oh no.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Oh.
Are the channels opposite by chance, Will? To where? Remember?
Yeah, that's too bad.
Can anyone else not hear Sam? What's going on that? We need it before we get too much further into this thing. Because earlier, we could not hear Sam on our headphones, but he was able to be heard by the YouTube test.
I mean, I see him talking.
What's up?
Midtown Meetup is, Dave says, Midtown Meetup is such a rad spot. Boost did an amazing job on waxing poetic. Cool leather wallet in the raffle at the premiere. Hell yeah, John. Sick. Hell yeah. He sniffs it every time it takes it out of his pocket. All right.
Hey, Dave Cook, can you hear Sam at all?
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah, because
Love you, Dave.
We got
You talk about fucking PMA, it's Dave.
oh yeah,
man, Dave
yeah,
is the best.
yeah. Dave rules.
Big hype.
Yeah. What did you say? Dave
I
hype.
see that dude. I'm
Big
like,
hype.
Big hype. Big hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big hype.
I can only imagine if Dave and I were the same age.
Sam is faint.
I wonder what he was like when he was a kid. I'm sure he was chill. But
Sam is faint. So it says you're faint. So maybe just try to get all up in them guts on the microphone.
right here.
I know you are. I hear you great, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna.
Sounds like his voice is in the background, like he's being picked up by one of the other mics. Yeah, I think it is the opposite of what we had going on earlier, to be truthful.
Should I move further back?
just give me a sec. You guys.
No, it's all good. We're gonna sort this out. Sam is here in the house, and we will be getting into a in-depth interview with him about his event here shortly. But in the meantime, while we get this worked out, Simon, let's talk about our upcoming 5-year anniversary party. Last time you were asking me about the big party, and we've settled on some shit.
Yeah, we've settled on some shit. That's for sure. Venue.
Rosedale Skate Park / Central Skate Park. Chris Bustos is in the chat.
I thought you had like another name for Rosedale.
No, I was pausing because Bustos is in the chat up in this motherfucker. He says he can't hear Sam.
Oh no. And that's like my number one fan.
Anyways,
Bustos loves me, and I love him right now.
Yeah, Rosedale. I think I told you this. I was going there a lot. Like lunch, like I would take like an hour and a half lunch, and I would run down there, and then I would always hit that corner store on is it 24th and Ruiz?
Yeah.
And finally, the dude was like that worked there was like, because I'm assuming I didn't look like anybody that lived in that neighborhood. Was like, do you live around here? I was like, no, I just go to the skate park down the road every day, which I don't even know if the guy knew there was a skate park down the road, but I don't know. Maybe he just had to be there. But he was
You were
nice
there.
about it. He was just like, you don't look like you you don't look like you live in the West Side, dude. Yeah.
maybe you did have to be there, but you were there,
Yeah, I was
and
there.
you will be there again on April 27th.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Did you take a wrong turn out of you take a wrong turn out of Alamo Heights? Yeah.
You'll be there again on Sunday, April 27th.
Yeah. Rosedale Skate Park.
For the
Yeah.
Mongochatter 5-year anniversary weenie
I'm
roast.
bringing the hot dogs. Oh,
It is a weenie roast.
I'm bringing the hot dogs.
Yep.
Any update?
Not in the ballpark.
Yeah, I like the ballpark beef.
Ballpark beef, that's where it's at, man. I mean, you're gonna eat a hot dog.
Yeah,
That's the best.
I agree. There is no better.
How we doing with that? Will is can we hear Sam out there in TV land, or
The recording will hear it.
the recording will hear it, but they can't hear it now on the live stream?
I'm trying to fix it.
No, no worries. I'm just
I
curious.
wonder if I tilt this over here and
Leave it to the mystery.
Sam and I can kind of share.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of fitting how I didn't want to talk about the format.
Do you want to try? Should we just try to snuggle in and just try to use one mic?
Hey, like I said, guys, if we were on a mountain and we need to stay warm, I would snuggle right up to you.
How does that grab you? Like
What do I move this? What do I do?
let's
Get this out the way
yeah,
for
let's
now.
ditch this for now.
Yeah.
Stand by here, folks. This is Mongochatter After Hours, so just bear with us. We're getting situated. We got a great show in store for
I
you
gotta take
tonight.
the mic that way. This just the stand. Check, 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 check. Anyone hear this?
Can y'all hear Simon?
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out, Simon on the microphone.
Oh, shit. What if y'all are getting trolled?
Simon
They
on the
can totally hear me,
microphone.
and they're like totally fucking with you.
Congrats on 5 years of pushing Mongo. Bill Danforth will be proud of you. It's about street survival. No, ain't
Yeah.
nobody.
Did y'all ever push Mongo?
Ain't nobody pushing.
I did.
Mongo.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
pushed
I
Mongo.
totally did.
I did.
I never
And
did
you
that.
know what? You know what was one great thing that came out of that? When we lived in Seattle, my friend Joey used to do these long distance skates.
Wait, Dave, can you hear Simon right now? What he's saying? This is stupid with the lag, honestly.
Anyway, I'll just talking here.
Yeah.
So we used to do these things, and we did like, if you know Seattle, Ballard to Georgetown. John, you were on that one. We did we crossed Lake Washington on the bridge, the floating bridge. We did like Linwood to Ballard. We were gonna go to like Seattle to Tacoma, but anyway, the Mongo push.
Oh wait,
When you're doing a long distance skate, the Mongo push comes in handy to switch.
Without having to move.
Yeah, without having to move. Yeah.
Without having to move.
well, okay. So Dave is saying much better, but I think that might be because you were just
be
on
alright.
that mic. Yeah. What about that? Like, Sam, we'll just when we ask you a question, you'll just kind of lean into that.
Lean in.
Your response.
I told you guys.
Is that cool? You don't have to. No, you don't have to, bro. You can relax. You can chill.
Chilling.
It's all good.
Chilling. It's all good. Get in here. Let's get
We had 7 viewers. Now we got 5. So,
It's a technical difficulty. It happens.
It
you know?
does.
You're
It
building
happens.
a platform. It's not always going to be perfect.
that's right, baby. This guy gets it.
About putting in the work.
All right. Will you ready to move on, or what's the deal?
I think so. Try it.
I think the show must go on. And
Try this mic.
Okay. Can't hear it in the monitors.
we have no way of knowing if it works or not,
Yeah.
as far as trying it.
So loud.
there
The
is a
only
lag.
indication we have is if people out there tell us if they can hear Sam or Simon when they speak into this mic.
Check. Checking this mic.
1 2 1 2. Checking the mic.
Dave Cook, can you hear me? Talking to you, Dave. Directly to you.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lag. I think
Yeah.
we move on and just use this mic
Okay.
and move on with the program. Now he says it sounds good, but he also put F. It sounds
Tell me
good.
what Japanese grocery store you go to. I know you know the good ones.
All right. Sam, lean into this. I'll do this. I
Yeah,
think
there
we'll
we
be
go.
They all work. They all
All working.
Okay, they're all working. Do you want to go back to your little this thing?
Okay.
I'll go.
All right.
All right.
I think we're back. I think we're
Here we
back on
go.
track.
Yeah,
Sorry
we're
about
gonna-
that.
We're gonna give this a whirl here. We're gonna try to pick up where we left off before those technical difficulties. I do apologize.
Shout out to Will, because this shit, like, we literally get here like 2 hours beforehand, and Will does not move. He's like twiddling knobs, pulling switches, plugging shit in,
Yeah.
typing in code, messaging UFOs, and makes all this shit work.
Back to
Making shit
Bustos.
happen.
Back to Bustos.
Back to Bustos. Sorry.
Yeah, as we're saying, we want to get, because
we've kind of moved on to that. We're
No, but
well, okay.
we did move on. But
Let's rotate
thank
back.
you, Will.
Yeah.
We had. I mean, let's talk a little bit more about this event because you DJ'd the event.
I did. Yeah.
Puerto Vaquero.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fucking,
The white boy cowboy.
yeah. And you played some records over there, and
Yeah, that was fun. I hadn't DJ'd in a long time, and yeah, shout out to Mike Weed, and for helping that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Best Instagram ever.
Yeah,
so you DJ'd it, and
there was a raffle,
we did a raffle.
which I don't know. Yeah, Brian Gordon won a penny board.
Yep.
I want to say EJ won something, and I can't remember who else. Anybody?
I won some stuff.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did. I won a
John
board
did win something.
and a shirt. I won like a cool.
Did Seamus win something?
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Because I remember like, what the hell? You're like, no, but it was really. I think it was really cool.
Yeah, people were saying it was rigged or some shit. I don't know.
Dude, honestly, that's what kept me from putting this on. Is because I was so worried that, you know, if someone loses, they're gonna be like, oh well, this or that, and you know, like I'm kind of self-conscious about that. It's like, dude, I'm doing this for fun. Like, it's not that big. Like, it's a big deal. because-
You're talking about your contest that you're gonna
Yeah.
throw? Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a big deal for some.
The,
But for me, I'm just having fun.
the embitterment of people. Yeah.
It can eat you away, and I think if we kind of just try and put that out of our minds when we're creating, it's more beneficial because
Absolutely.
there are gonna be haters.
Absolutely.
That's gonna fucking happen.
There was very little haters at the Waxing Poetic All of Us premiere party. Adam Fleming did a super rad job of documenting. He made a little edit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Can we play that edit that Adam Fleming did with the sound on there? That Bustos IG Waxing Poetic file there.
Give us a little full screen there,
Check
Will.
this one out.
Curb like that motherfucker.
And
Very
we're
few.
back, and that was Mark Fleming at the end there, fucking up a curb.
But he cares.
Just real quick, one more time. Sorry about the technical difficulties. If anyone moving forward from here cannot hear Sam on this microphone, please let us know in the chat. Although there is a lag.
What's up, chat?
Um,
Can you hear me?
Say something.
Countdown City, y'all. Charles Barkley's a fucking bitch.
it might be better to just use that mic, if just because we know that definitely works. I don't know, but
Yeah, let's just
Right?
go back to sharing.
I can
the
hear it
thing.
on this.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think
I'll take
about that video that Adam made there
I thought it was a great edit.
that we just
I-
watched?
And he did it so quickly, too. I think he dropped it at like the second day, I think.
Yeah, it was out a day or two after the video premiere.
Yeah. So we all got to have fun, and then he dropped that edit, and I was like, oh, it's like so cool because we went to watch the skate video, we all hung out, and then skated a little bit. Well, we skated shook.
Yeah, we skated shook.
Um,
yeah.
But then he dropped the edit, and I was like, oh, it's even cooler. It's just like kind of reminiscing, super cool.
I didn't know how much I was going to
That's-
skate shook.
That's
I,
a good
I was,
media.
I was quite a few beers deep by that point.
Woo. If you're trying to get your media across, that's how you got to do it, though.
Yeah.
In this day and age, Speaking from experience, like I
Okay.
don't really do those kinds of things, but like I know I want to see things quickly.
Well, Adam.
Yeah, I think the world expects that, right?
Adam's brother
Unfortunately.
Mark will get an edit done by the time you're already home from the park. Like it's like that dude's super quick with his posts and edits. It's wild.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone really is approving of you guys sharing a mic.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Simon.
So,
Yeah.
we'll just go like that. We're getting it going.
I want to go back to all beef ballpark hot dogs. See,
The
your
best
bun-
ever, but you got to get the ones that fit the actual bun.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't buy the bullshit
Yeah.
ass fucking half-ass ones. You got to
Dude,
get
yeah.
the right length.
I agree. Yeah.
That's what she said.
I'm glad you're bringing those, man.
Oh, it's gonna be.
What's your what else are you mustard and ketchup?
So, growing up,
Yeah.
I've always been a hot dog guy. So I can go. I'm across the spectrum. but
Okay.
if I had to choose, it would be mustard with some sauerkraut.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
Fire.
Yeah,
hot dog.
fire.
Fire hot dog right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Just a
I agree.
mustard and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's over.
What's your hot dog setup?
That's usually my go-to, but if I'm at the movies, it's pretty rare to get the sauerkraut.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it. So I
Yeah.
do jalapenos.
Yes. Yeah. What are you? Wow, dude. Not only do we share a mic,
Yes.
we share the same
the
hot
same
dog.
love for pickled
Same
vegetables.
love, yeah.
2 dudes.
Heard it
one
here.
mic.
Heard it here.
Yeah.
2
First.
dudes, 1 hot dog. So
Yeah,
what,
dude, it's one.
y'all will be enjoying these hot dogs at Rosedale Skate Park, I suppose?
It's gonna
Yeah.
be amazing.
Yeah, the 50-year.
I'm sure I'll get on the grill.
Hell yeah.
I can't help it sometimes.
Oh yeah, you got the chef.
I love to
You got
cook.
the chef in you.
I love to cook, and I definitely love to grill. Like I definitely love to grill the most. So
Well,
I
you're-
do it.
You're from
you know,
Texas, man. I
I'm
mean,
from Texas,
grilling,
so, yeah.
grilling is
I'm
like
South Texas.
yeah.
So it's in my nature.
You
But
learn to grill before you learn to walk here.
pretty much.
Yeah.
That fire is always there.
yeah.
Fire is always there.
I mean, I gotta say something. I gotta be so real, dude.
Uh-huh.
I'm thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
If Lou is in the house, I feel like Lou be grilling some dogs, man.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Solid dude. I mean,
Solid griller.
solid grill.
I'm not saying you don't grill, but
No. Well, and I think we relate in the same sense that like Lou's like, yeah, I'll get on the grill.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get some dogs,
yeah, I'm not.
because it's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, because in my day-to-day life, everything's so hectic and like exact, and like when you're on the grill, if you make a mistake, all right, so it's burnt now. Someone might eat it. Put enough fucking barbecue sauce on it.
No
You'll be
shit.
all right.
Shit.
Okay, so what else? So we're gonna skate. We're gonna be there at 2, grilling, skating.
Yes. 2 on April
Hanging tough
27th.
on the west
Sunday.
side.
Yep, skateboarding.
And then I hear there's an after party.
After party at Central Skate Shop. Adam Fleming again, the cat who just made that montage that we watched. He'll be doing he'll be spinning some records there, doing a Central Sessions
Sick.
on in the evening, a little after party, and we'll probably bust some Mongochatter shit on the fucking screens or figure something out, maybe make a little edit, something like that, whatever. But Adam will be spinning records, doing his Central Sessions dealio, and
Do you think St. Arnold might sponsor that?
I do. I was gonna say I think there might be free beer from St. Arnold over there, and we'll all enjoy that together as a skateboarding San Antonio community that is
Especially in
grateful.
this economy.
Yeah.
In this economy,
Yeah.
Free beers?
what do you think
Yeah.
about Rosedale Skate Park, Sam?
So I haven't actually skated the new additions yet. I haven't made it over there. But I mean, it's always been a solid park. It's got a bowl, it's got a street section, you know. It's small, but I think the way they built it is really awesome because you can actually flow through it, especially with the transitions in the middle. You know, it allows for like real like skating. So it's actually top 5
Oh yeah,
for sure.
It's a Grindline Park, isn't it?
yep, yeah, I do
Which
believe
makes sense because
Shout out Grindline.
that flow that you're talking
that
about.
flow,
That
that's
flow.
what they're about.
And you'll skate the bowl. You're not above skating that bowl. You're not afraid.
I will skate the bowl. I'm not going to be great at skating the bowl, but I'm going to skate the bowl.
I don't mean afraid in terms of its like shape. What I'm referring to is the coat of latex paint that's on the bowl.
So
the
I
surface of the
don't-
bowl.
I don't like skating that kind of stuff because it's fucking sketchy, but I will skate it because I already know that it's not like I'm going to be like airing out back into it. As long as I stay on the board, like I can carve and like if I slip out, I'm still like on concrete.
Yeah,
But
you're
out
on
of the
concrete.
The dudes that do air out, I feel bad for them because I'm like, damn, if you fucking slip out on that shit, that's fucking gnarly.
Yeah,
It sucks
it's
because
intimidating.
they should actually power wash it instead of paint it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I
It's
don't
like
know.
they went to like
Taxes.
Home Depot and bought the shittiest like garage floor paint or whatever.
Somewhere along the line, 30 years
Yeah.
ago, someone was like, "Oh yeah, just paint it like how we do the walls when they do graffiti,"
Yeah.
and they just never stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Because there are places that they do actually like power wash it, but it's about having the resources and stuff like that. And you know, sometimes they're not there, unfortunately.
I say leave the graffiti. I always like when a skate park's like graffitied up.
Yeah.
I am on the fence.
And also
actually.
like when if they power wash it too much, it starts pitting the concrete too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
does.
The latex paint that's the worst thing you can do.
I guess I'm probably gonna sound like an old man, but I would just be like, just don't paint the bowl. Like paint anything around the bowl.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Paint the
paint,
deck.
man. It's
Yeah.
fucking it's ridiculous. People are really chiming in the chat. Dave Cook did say Lou is a grill master. But Jason B is like, right when we were talking about it, serendipitously said I need to stop painting the bowl. And then Dave is also saying last time at Rosedale, somebody peeled a super big chunk of paint out of the bowl.
And that's why like it makes no sense.
It's like a trophy.
No, dude, I have this like, it's
It like
like
bubbles out, right? Yeah.
Yes, it
You
bubbles.
can totally take a razor edge
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to that and like scrape it away.
Dude, I have this like
It would
fantasy.
take forever, but it would be worth it.
I have this like revenge fantasy, whatever you want to call it, daydream, where I like peel off a huge chunk of paint, like Dave's saying, and go to like a city council meeting and set it down on a table and be like, this is a slab of latex paint that is fucking bubbling off from the Rosedale Bowl.
And it costs money.
Not to mention
Taxpayers paid for that.
Lackland
And
Terrace
city
too, right?
commissions.
Yeah. Lackland Terrace is kind of it's the same color.
Yeah.
They buy that like
That grayish whatever.
Yeah.
prison.
That gruel
Yeah.
color. It looks like the color You remember when the Simpsons were eating the group? Lisa and Bart were
Yeah.
at Camp Krusty,
Yes.
and the gruel. It's that color.
Yeah.
It's that color.
And Nani too. Nani has it going on as well.
They
over
all
there.
use it. It's
Yeah.
so lazy.
Pretty sure the Barron County Correctional
It's because they probably
Facility
got a fucking
also uses-
contract.
This is,
They got a contract with somebody that sells fucking paint, and they're like, just use it.
Yeah. Some
Get rid of the graffiti.
The big news over there though at the well, not if this wasn't big news enough. Fuck. We're gonna be doing a little merch drop that day. New Jeff Wheeler graphic, that Texas plant graphic that you see there on the screen.
Yeah, it's on the screen, right?
That's gonna be a T-shirt. And those will be available beginning April 27th. Printed by our good friend Jesse at the Cat Palace, designed by Jeff Wheeler. And we do still have some of those Clayton Grawls, Mongochatter, Clayton's Mongo Idea shirts designed as well. So the new ones will be $25, $30 shipped. And if you want to go crazy and spend $40, we'll throw in another shirt and of course a zine, a sticker, and that's Well Supplies
That's
last.
a hell of a deal.
Yep, thank you.
Hell of a deal.
Very excited about that. It's always super stoked to be working with Jeff Wheeler and Jesse over at the Cat Palace. So much love, much respect. Super excited and proud to say that this has been going on for 5 years. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Mongochatter, and thank you once again. It's on St. Arnold Central Skate Shop. All of us, Old Man Crew, everybody out there. Just want to say, hope y'all are having a wonderful Thursday night. Thanks for tuning in. We're up to 8 people now watching this motherfucker, and we'll be going for 36 minutes in spite of ourselves. Well, this has been, what is this? The 4th time we've done this, the After Hours, Simon?
Yeah, I think the first one was January, right? So this is the 4th month. I think it is. Yeah, January, February, March, April. Yeah, it's been going good. Again, shout out to Will. I know we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but you don't understand what this guy goes through to put all this fun stuff together for all of you out there.
It's pretty crazy. This, well, first of all, we're underground and we're underwater, so we have to come through this whole hyperbolic decompression chamber just to get here. The technology all works and flows a little bit differently when you're this far underground and underwater. I won't bore you with all the minutiae. That'd be a whole separate podcast to talk about any of that stuff, really. But just know that it's extenuating circumstances and it's unusual. And Will is a wizard of technology and battling, formidable. Putting out fires while underwater is not a fucking easy thing to do. Let me put it that way. But yeah, we've been doing this for 4 months. This is kind of in lieu of the regular old Mongochatters that is still an ongoing thing. I promise you, this takes up a lot of time. So truthfully, I've been a bad boy. I haven't been editing those Mongochatters, but this is really excited to be working on this. And one thing that I love that has come from this is, can we do this is off script. I got a little what I call my conversation map here. This is off script, but really quick, can we just give a shout out? I don't know if anyone's noticing or following around, but we got the skull from Mark Anaheim each time that I want to make note of. This wonderful banner that Bob Bird provided us for this ideas Mongochatter Chickadee Kid banner there. And then we've been trying to showcase some art every time. I think we had the Tom Dupree, OJ was on there, and we had, what was that, Jefferson Martin Elliott was on there. Some painting, some art from some friends. This is something that Seamus and Bustos gave to us specifically I think they saw what was going on and they made this for us, maybe for this. So
Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
yeah,
Thank you, Seamus. Thank you,
The
Boostos.
skull.
love you guys. Thank you.
Skull is gnarly.
Skull's from Mark Z.
Do you want to hold it?
I brought it in.
You can hold it. Why do you hold it?
If you rub it and say some incantation, like something might happen.
Mecca lecca high, mecca hiney ho.
This guy. Can you smoke out of this?
I was gonna say.
Oh, have you guys ever smoked weed out of the hanger of an independent truck? Have you ever done that? Anyone? You ever did that? You did that? No? Oh, you can do that. Sam Moore showed me that one.
It has to be independent. You can't do it out of.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, well, yeah, in Indie Hollows, yeah. But have you done that, Sam?
Have I done what? Sorry, I
Oh,
was distracted.
Smoked weed through the axle of a truck.
Yes.
That is a really good question.
yeah, it is.
What about in the chat? Anybody else?
Oh, well, we got a question for
You put the
Bustos.
blunt at the end of the other side of the axle and you hit it like that.
Before we get to
Okay.
this,
That's how you smoke out of the axle.
before we get to this, I wish I was on it right now because I do have a clip somewhere here in my files of Sam Moore smoking weed out of a Indie,
Smoking weed's a shit.
and it's pretty good.
Fucking love weed.
But before we get, I have a question for I have a question for Sam from Bustos, but
Oh God, here we go.
wait a minute though. Before we get into this, what I was starting to say is one of my favorite things about this monthly thing that we've not only besides the artwork, the Simon Says segment, y'all.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah. I didn't know we were gonna do one this month. But I did think about it just in case. I do come prepared somewhat.
It's time for we need like a
Yeah,
little
we need a
song. We need a song and a
Yeah,
logo.
Somebody submit a theme.
There
is that Simon's-
There's a website
Oh,
that
okay.
you can get a free song.
Oh yeah, just give it to AI, man. AI will do
No,
it.
no, not that. Like I got podcast homies that they've used like
This.
There's
those
this.
websites to get like free songs. People like make songs and they give them away for
Oh,
free.
okay.
It's like
Simon
royalty-free.
Says.
There's a '60s song. Simon
No.
says.
Wait, hold on. I'll take a second.
No,
Okay.
that's probably
Simon,
royalties.
wait, hang on one
Probably
second.
royalties on
Yeah.
that shit.
No, this is original freestyle. Some
You
people
gotta
like
get the royalty free shit.
Yeah.
some people like to freestyle hip hop. I like to just freestyle music. Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Simon Says, what is wrong with the world today? Simon says,
That was like a Britpop song.
Scooter kids, get out of my way. It's like Neil Diamond. Simon says,
That's Bowie.
boo.
That's Bowie.
It's like Neil Diamond.
That's-
Boo.
Bowie.
Boo. Hiss.
That was Bowie.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I give you Simon Says.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out Neil Diamond. Yeah. Sorry, Jesus Christ. There is only one King of the Jews, and that's Neil Diamond. But anyway, I was gonna.
Yo, you're gonna get a strike. You're gonna get a.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna do a whole rant on Nike SB because I fucking hate that Nike is in skateboarding, and I know a lot of my homies wear that shit. But I decided to be a little more positive.
That was a side rant.
Yeah, that was a side rant. You know what Simon Says this month? I am so stoked. When you and Lance were skating the other day and like showing each other tricks and I just love it when people celebrate and push each other.
We were playing skate.
I love people tapping their tail. I love people shouting, hell yeah. You know, a takeoff. I get why some people wear headphones, especially if you're just skating by yourself. But, you know, when you're in a group, you know, celebrate each other. Like every little victory. I love it when people, I think it pushes the session. I think the people that are struggling to get something, it really makes them push even harder. Shout out PJ. We were in San Marcos on Saturday. He was
Love PJ.
he was
PJ's
pushing
the
me to the
best.
limit. You know, shit like that. So I'm not saying nobody does it. I want to continue to see it. So that's my Simon Says for this month. You want to take us out with a song?
Simon Says. Not everything is wrong with the scene today. Simon says, maybe it'll all be okay. 'Cause hey, you got friends to show you a new trick. Every now and then, my friend, you're my friend, they're your friends, everybody's your fucking friend again. Simon says.
I think that was a little more Neil. The intro was David Bowie. Yeah.
That was punk. That was punk. That was punk. Simone says. Nina Simone says.
Simone say, yeah. Rena Rosedale, don't call me son.
Her name is
Simone
Is that in the
says.
chat? Let me read that chat.
Okay, the chat. Busto says. And this all ties it together because we're gonna have Lance on here in a minute once we get done grilling Sam
The
about.
boss.
Here's the thing. Real quick. Before when we're trying to figure out, because we're flying by the seat of our pants if you couldn't tell. So it's like April, what are we gonna do for the April after hours? Oh, well, there's fucking 2 events in May, and they're both our friends. Lance and Sam are both having events respectively, and they both hit us up like, what could we do? And so it's like, let's do the thing early and have them both on. Lance couldn't be here because he's a new dad. Well, he's a dad again.
He's a
And so-
hardworking man.
He's a hardworking man.
Hardest working man in San Antonio. After me.
So Sam's here, but anyways, they're both having events, and that's kind of why we're doing this now. So here we go in the chat, and Bustos says, before we get in, because I want to talk about your event for show. That's why you're here. That's why you're here.
That's what we're doing.
Word.
That's what we're doing.
Sam, does Ugly have or thinking of putting out a signature board, one with your name on it?
No.
Dude, all that build up. I just built that up for like 10 minutes. What do you mean no? Yeah, well.
Lance decides the designs, and I think the way he's going, honoring his children in regards to like graphic boards and the business, it doesn't make sense to give me a board. Like that's no.
Will there be other?
And also
Will there be
there
other?
are other people that are more deserving, and
Will they have
more
boards?
talented.
These more deserving people, will they
cannot
have
speak for
boards?
Lance. I will not speak for Lance, but I'm saying.
Well, we can
the
ask him in a
vision
few
that he
minutes, right?
has- Yes. The vision that he has that I've always seen is, that of a businessman, and the decks that he's making are selling because he's making awesome graphics and pricing them, so that people can purchase them. And then if you want to buy a graphic deck, it's something that's super important to him, that's important to us because he's our friend. And so there's no way I could answer something like that. That's a Lance question.
Well,
That's a Lance question.
Busto, same instigator, says that he'll Sharpie your name on his board.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, not well. Right now, we're gonna both these guys, Lance and Sam, have events. Sorry, I didn't mean to. No, both these guys, Lance and Sam, have events. So we got Sam here in the hot seat. Why don't we talk to him a little bit about his upcoming? We're gonna go backwards because your event is what, May 17th, right?
Correct.
And Lance's is
Correct.
May 4th. Yeah, get in there. Get right in here. Here, let me.
You're about to get grilled. You said you like grilling?
We're grilling.
Yeah, you're about to get
Yeah, we're grilling you.
You're about to get grilled.
Screwed up.
So your event is called Battle at the Bridge.
Yes,
It's on May 17th.
that is correct.
And tell us about it. What can we expect? What is it? It's a contest, right?
So the Battle at the Bridge competition is going to be a format where You battle in the sense that you're gonna have a run section, which, if I'm being honest, I'm still working on the timing. I think I'm at 40 seconds. I might shave it down, um, depending on how many people it is, because I am gonna have male and female categories.
Stay right in there, brother.
So sorry.
No worries. There you go. That's much better.
So I need to be conscious of making sure that there's time for everybody, because the only way to win the competition is you will have to perform a run section, and the judges will decide who has enough points to make it to the best trick section. And then in that best trick section, one winner will emerge, winning the battle.
So it's a battle. So you're saying you're not just gonna roll up there, fucking sit there on the side with your girlfriend, smoke a couple blunts, watch the contest go down, and then win the best trick contest because you got one banger.
No, it's not going to be possible.
Not possible.
Not possible, because if you make it to the best trick, that's where everyone excels. There's a lot of great skaters in this town that have really hard banger tricks that they can do. And that's why I want to try and push the run section, you know, to kind of maybe separate the people who aren't really up to par that day, you know, because it's a battle.
And it could just be that day, right? Of course.
Yeah, it's always that day, you know. You can be the best skater in the world, and we all have bad days.
What do you?
But we also all have good days.
What do you think about that, Simon? As far as you know, you gotta compete in the contest to make it to the best trick. It's almost like the best trick is a privilege.
Yeah, I
have
like
that
it.
right,
It-
Sam?
it
Is that
kind
right?
of- It kind of reminds me of, you know, like when you were a kid and you picked up Thrasher magazine and it talked about like the Slamma and Savannah or whatever, you know, some like Sam said. I mean, I guess any contest, if you're bad that day, you're bad that day. But I like the idea of like you got to start, you got to be in this first section of it, which is doing a run. Which Sam's right. Like a lot of, I've heard this from other skate commentators. Like a lot of skating right now just set up to do one trick, and sort of the run is starting, or the line is starting to be a lost art. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, I think that's
it is.
I think that's
I think it's a lost art, and that's why I'm trying to
yeah.
Well,
keep it alive. I guess I don't know if that makes sense.
dude, this'll make me sound old. Like this'll make me sound like such an old head, right? But it's like, to me, I thought it was bizarre when to your point about lines, when I first started, like, and this was SLS, Mountain Dew type shit era.
Yeah.
When I first started seeing people pick up their boards in the middle of a run and like run up to the top of a quarter pipe
Oh,
and
I
then
hate
drop
that.
in
Like Street League or something.
like no, like just for the points.
Yeah.
You know, like no continuity. Like didn't do a kick turn and pump their way up there. They just like stopped, climbed to the top of this other ramp, and then did this other fucking circus stunt. It's like, it's not, to me, that's not where.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, I think Sam's got on something totally unique, and I know Sam and I talked a little before we got on air, and he was a little trepid about, you know, is this format gonna like really fly? I love the fact that it's unique. I think it's an opportunity for people that may not always place to have a shot to get somewhere. It's a different art, and it's, you know, and you're gonna have the whole course to yourself, so that, you know, it's weird that skate park is hard to skate with a lot of people in it because it's pretty compressed. But,
Good point. Yeah,
but having it
exciting.
to yourself, I
Yeah.
think it actually works
Yeah.
because you can get anywhere really quick there.
And if I'm being really honest, it's like kind of my way also to be able to see all my friends that like rip actually have the opportunity where no one's gonna be in their way and they can push it as hard as they can, you know, and it's gonna be a really good show of what that part could be, because It's always stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Didn't Adam?
Fleming.
He was there the other day, I think, and no one was there.
I feel like the hype has died down a little
on his
bit.
Instagram, I saw a story, and like no one was there, and I was like, "Man, that's crazy! What the fuck?" I was like,
It's been kind of dead lately.
Yeah.
It has been. I feel like the hype has
It's kind
died
of a
down
good
a
thing.
little bit, right?
That's actually a good thing for me.
Yeah.
As liability goes.
Yeah. You said you're gonna do men's and women's.
Correct.
Okay.
So, men's and women's, 2 winners for that category, and then we're gonna have a children's section, sponsored by Gabriel Solis, attorney at law out of Corpus Christi. So,
Shout out Corpus.
Any
Shout out
relation to
Corbin.
Steven?
I have no idea, but
SOLIS?
family friend that donated money to like make sure that I could like get the right forms and stuff like that, and did everything possible to make it so that we can
Oh,
also have a
sick.
children's section, because it's starting at 8 a.m. and that's when we're gonna do the children's run, and then of course I hate to say main competition, but it's the whole competition.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
that the kids don't matter. 'Cause
I
they
hear you.
do. Because that's ultimately what it's about, is building something for the scene that can create opportunities for people to showcase their abilities and make friends. And
So there's gonna be men's and women's, right, and children, right, or
Yes.
whatever. Men, women, and children.
correct.
Will the winners of those respective category be paired in the milieu of the best trick, or how's that gonna work? Like, will the kids compete against the men in the best trick? How's
No.
that all break down?
No, they
No?
will. The children will be separated.
Separate battles.
The children will be separated entirely from the adult section.
Uh huh.
And the men's and women's categories will be separated as well.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if someone wants to be like, hey, put those two together for a bigger thing, then I'm not going to stop them.
What do you mean?
As the winner of the men and the women's section, those 2 winners, if they want to,
Oh, if they want to battle,
if they want to battle, that's on them.
I want to battle the little
That's
kid.
that's not a part of the comp, but that'll be on them. If they decide they would like to do that, that'd be super cool. But that's not something that I'm not gonna push. And it's so awesome that you brought that up, because I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh,
You
I'm
know,
sorry. I
I
didn't mean
saying
to
about
spill
No,
the
but I think
beans.
it's good to bring it up, because I don't want to put that kind of pressure, unnecessary pressure, especially in a moment of victory. Because it's gonna be hard enough already. You
Well-
have to do the run section, then you have to do the best trick section, and hope you win.
I like it, man. It kind of has like a like what one of those movies, like it's like the game show, like Squid Games, or what's the movie with
Arnold,
Arnold Schwarzenegger, run Marathon Man, Runaway Man,
Running Man.
Running Man. It
Is
has
that
a
it?
Running Man type of
Yeah.
vibe, or the Hunger Games, or the Purging.
Oh, yeah.
It has this kind of vibe to it.
I hope not the Purge, but yeah.
No,
yeah.
well,
Hunger Games, I think, is good,
Yeah.
because you're competing with
Yeah.
people that are your friends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like the most important thing about this is that I will have no say.
Yeah. You're not
in
going to be a
who
judge.
wins.
Yeah.
I am not going to be
Yeah.
a judge.
who are the judges? Are you gonna say
the
now, or
judges are going to be Weed,
Mr. Weed,
David,
Mr. Weed, David,
Alex, and
Alex,
the
Alex who?
Alex Martinez, Galaxy,
Oh yeah,
big
yep.
homie.
He shreds. Yep.
and then last, certainly not least, Mr. Jimmy G.
Oh, Jimmy
will be a
G.
judge
Hell
as
yeah.
well.
Man.
That's a great cast of characters he got lined
Yes,
up
and
there.
I think they truly represent like core skateboarding, in the sense that they all have different areas of not just expertise but appreciation.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
So those are the guys that are gonna decide who wins and loses, and nothing I say will change that.
Good-
Just for the record, so anyone talks shit, I have no choice.
Good cast of characters.
Whatever, they're the best.
Yeah.
They're great group of guys. And I think that they'll be able to be impartial and judge it accordingly. That's my hope, anyways.
Well, I want to give you kudos for having such a unique format. I mean, people, listen, I'm a fan of anybody supporting the scene, doing the thing, having their event.
Yep.
But, you know, over time and time again, I've done it myself, like down in Pleasanton, where it's just like, okay, we're doing this contest again. It's like I always try to come up with a way to spice it up, do something slightly different. So I give you respect and kudos, and I think it's cool that you're coming up with a new format. And in a sense, you know, it's like you almost want to hear people moan and groan, like, "Oh shit, I just want to do the best trick." It's like, too bad, man. You got to fucking rip through this thing. It's a battle. It's the battle at the bridge.
Otherwise, I would call it best trick at the bridge.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
not even hating.
No,
I'm not even hating. I'm
It's
just
funny.
saying, it's a battle. Like it's a whole thing. Like
Uh,
that's the point. Is that you want to battle. You want to try and like do the best you possibly can and make it to the end and win the battle. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that,
Yeah, come on,
that
this
kind of
is-
victory, I'd fucking love that shit.
This is a boxing town, man. This is San
That
Antonio.
too.
Yeah, dude, you can battle.
Goddamn Spurs.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
we win.
Yeah.
So, but ultimately, my hope was that it could just, you know, create an opportunity for all of us to get together and skate and see some homies like rip, because we already know what's gonna happen. But like, I think in a controlled environment, it just like I struggle to call it safety, but I think like it allows, you know, people to step it up a little bit more, you know, versus when it's like always stacked and you're trying to skate, you know, and you're still good and you can do what you can do, but you know, you're not going to push it to the next level, because what if someone gets in the way and you get hurt, you know, versus with this, if you pull it out, you know, pull out all the stops and send it, you might walk away with everything.
Well, like Simon was saying, it's gonna be exciting to see people rip that park on their own, but in front of people, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like people
Especially with the
skated
run
alone.
section.
What's that?
Especially with the run section. I'm
That's-
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, no. That's what
But
I'm
the
saying.
run section is going to be even better because it's going to be closed off. So like
Yeah.
you're going to have to actually like put in work.
Well, I just mean like people skate there alone by themselves, but
Yeah.
not in front of a crowd.
No.
And if there's a crowd there now, everyone's skating, and it's like you're trying to fucking, you know, like egg your way into the fucking, you know, lineup. Like, get off my wave, kook. But it's like, if it's your time to skate and all your homies are there, I think it's going to be a good energy. I think it's going to be a good event.
I'm very hopeful that we're going to see a bunch of new tricks that we haven't seen yet. That's like honestly like
Ever?
the one thing I think about like doing this whenever I get discouraged and I feel like, oh man, maybe I can't make this happen. I just think about like the tricks that could go down that we can see, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what kind of like pushes me to like keep working at it, because that's what matters most. Like, I mean, I'm sure people look at this kind of thing as a business because it can be profitable, you know, to like put
Can
on
it?
competition. SLS, fucking X Games and
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Tony Hawk did a 900, but his hand touched. I'm on the record. That's not a make.
1999.
Sorry. I
Oh.
love you, Tony Hawk. I'm not hating. I swear to God. But no, it's it's a labor of love, and honestly, what matters most to me is that I can create an opportunity for someone to like maybe push themselves a little bit more, and then I can see like a super rad trick that like I probably would never see, and then everyone else can see it too.
Hell yeah.
Because again, like you were saying, John, how like it's in front of people, like especially if you want to get down and fucking like have people see what you're capable of, like that's the moment. That's your
Yep.
moment. So like creating that moment for others brings me satisfaction. Um, so like I just hope that people won't look at it like, oh, I got to do this so I can make it to the best trick, or oh, well, I just want to do the run. I don't want to do the best trick, or whatever, like I'm setting this parameter so like it's either you want to do it this way or you just don't fucking do it at all.
Mikey Gremlin says it's gonna be a war zone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What about that, man? Go Psycho style contest.
You're gonna see homies going at each other like, motherfucker, don't take my trick. Because that Seafool's doing fucking lines and shit, and they got them, and they all doing the same ones. Because they hang out, they kick it together, and like, like, motherfucker, I did that.
What do you think about that, man? Real quick on the philosophical tip, doing someone's trick. What do you think about it?
I think that it's skateboarding, and I grew up learning tricks, doing my homies' tricks.
You did.
Yeah, seeing my homies skate, like when I was a kid, like I would watch them skate and I would imitate them. And that's how I learned how to skate, because I didn't have skate videos and shit. Like it was the older homies that were skating, and I'm watching them and I'm like trying to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
So like
Did you this sounds crazy, but did you ask?
if I could do their tricks,
Yeah.
were they gonna do a 5-0 and tell me I can't do a 5-0? That's
Hey,
how I learned how to skate. I watched a dude do a 5-0 and I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit, what the
yeah.
fuck?
No, I get it.
I can do that.
Yeah, I get
know?
it. Yeah.
But if it is to answer your question, if it is a trick that they created or they
Well,
did,
no. That's
that's
not
not
what I'm
even
talking about.
possible.
I'm not talking about creating
Oh.
tricks. I'm saying if right now, if we leave here
Uh-huh.
and we go somewhere
yeah,
and I do a 5-0 and you start doing a 5-0 like
I'm gonna be
behind,
right behind
me,
you.
after me, to me, from maybe it's just maybe okay, take your pick. A, I'm crazy. B, it's a generational thing. C, geographical. But it would be I wouldn't, that wouldn't be like, maybe not me. I like to
I think
I'm
I see.
evolved.
I see what you're saying.
Someone might be bummed if you're
So
like,
like,
you know
all
what I
right,
mean?
Here's what I
especially
do.
if I
All right.
if I didn't, if it wasn't a
I
bait,
understand your
if
question.
I
now.
bailed it and then you nailed it, I'd be
I
like,
understand your question now. I wouldn't do your 5-0 like immediately after you.
there you go. Okay.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I let a couple go by. And then,
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah.
doing it.
Sneak in a couple.
Then,
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah,
Wait for me
okay.
to land it first, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna-
kind of
I'm
the
not gonna
etiquette
fucking
on
think,
that.
dude.
What do
But
you
even
think,
then,
Will?
even
What do you
maybe-
think, real quick, from
Sometimes
behind the
I
scenes?
get
I want to hear what
greedy.
Will has to say about this.
What do I think? What?
What do you think about doing someone's trick during
Oh.
the session?
I think it's a generational thing. And
Generational.
It also depends on the homie.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
depends
if you
on
don't
the
like that fool and you just like try to
Yeah.
bust that shit and you like comes through, I'm like, oh hell.
Not to say that there's always that annoying kid at the skate park that's like, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
this.
Yo, we got some comments on this one, y'all. Here we go.
Okay.
Wait, first of all, David has to say, just skate and battle it out against yourself and stoke others out. That's words of wisdom right there.
I like that.
That's
Uh,
where the hope with this is you're
yeah,
like trying yourself like to focus on what you're doing to make it to the end.
Busto says, "What trick are you working on?
He's gonna
What's
learn
up?
it.
What's
He's
up
gonna
with your
learn it.
artwork? And when did you start skating?" I think he's being sarcastic there. I don't know what that means. Gremlin says, I encourage copying tricks. Like, I'm going to back you up, and I think it's fun, or sometimes it feels like you are trying to showboat. Just depends on the attitude. Yeah, I agree with that, right, Simon? The attitude.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, like you said, like, if you're at Pearsall and you're like, you do a 5-0 on the little like quarter pipe, someone to say you can't, the next person can't do that. But if we go to like some crusty ass spot and that's what you're trying, that is kind of whack if somebody tries to fucking beat you to it.
Yeah.
Like you thought of like, hey, this would work, like frontside 5-0 would work will look really sick on this thing. Yeah, it's pretty whack.
Yeah, Bustos was not being sarcastic. He said, dude, period. Being an 80s skateboarder and you do a trick that I'm working on and you do it without asking, that's disrespectful. I will fucking bitch. Lance is
Yeah.
okay, but
I'm just kidding. He texted me.
okay. Well, we're getting it. We want to
Bustos. Chill.
Chill, Bustos.
Chill, bro.
I wanted to ask.
Just
Yeah.
ride skateboards. Always ride skateboards.
So, I heard through the grapevine there's going to be a little bit of not a dark carnival of the souls. Is that an ICP thing?
what?
I heard there's going to be like vendors and shit.
There will be
A carnival.
vendors.
Sorry.
So
Is there a carnival?
Alamo Brewery.
I heard they turned out. They pulled. Oh Lord, you don't know what you got. They turned down made a parking lot.
We
Parking
got
lot?
the parking lot.
Heavy metal parking lot.
This is official. We got the parking lot for Alamo Brewery, so we don't have to park in the street. We also have some space on the park side.
Okay.
I got to do some landscaping this weekend to like make it nice.
Oh,
But these vendor spots will be free. I'm not charging anything. Alamo Brewery isn't charging anything. If you got wares and you want to sell them, hit me up at Giant Kronos because I will need to know who you are.
Can we
first.
throw that up there? So is that Will? Is that a possibility? The Giant Kronos? Can we get that up there?
But
Also,
yeah, so like my goal, like ultimately my partnership with Alamo Brewery was that one of which that I didn't want any beer from them. I just didn't
You're right
want,
in there, big dog.
I didn't want to like charge anyone to have to like set up to like sell or anything because it's hard enough to like spend your money working on your craft and then having to go and showcase it to try and make money. And then if you're paying a vendor fee,
At Giant
you're just trying to make the money to get the vendor fee and then hopefully you sell something.
Yeah.
So my hope, and Alamo Brewery was happy enough to support me, is that they don't have to worry about that and they can just post up, sell your stuff, make a little money, and then we all have a great day and the weather should be great. And we have the parking.
Sick. Yeah, that sounds fucking
Parky.
fun.
Who are some of your other sponsors on that thing? Who else do you want to shout out
Be
for support?
Gabriel Salas, attorney at law, Corpus Christi, Central Skate Shop, Burleson Beer Garden. We got fucking Orale Hardware, 30 Clip Skateboards, fucking. Oh my gosh.
Mongochatter.
Mongochatter. You know, I don't have the list in front of me. It's my
Anaheim.
first interview ever. I'm so
Anaheim.
sorry. Anaheim
Oh, you're doing great.
skateboards. Well, I have a list. I just didn't bring it with me because there are some other people. But ultimately, it is a community thing.
No doubt.
You guys asked me to be on the show. Like, yeah, it's my idea and it's my competition. But if it wasn't for everyone, you guys included,
All
like,
of us.
all of us, all the time, everywhere, none of this would be possible. I would just be fucking with a guy with an idea.
Well, we're excited to check it out, and thank you for your passion and your dedication to it. And it was like, we went over to your house and we saw you were working hard on it, on the trophies, and just I think people are going to be stoked, and thank you. We salute you.
Thank you.
You were a part of the last Rip the Ditch, right?
Fuck yeah.
Last May 4th.
Get down on that.
So
Sonic Ditch.
so you're-
forever.
your event is May 17th, and Lance of Ugly Skateboards fame, his event is May 4th, Rip the Ditch Part 2. And we're about to get
May
him.
the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. We're about to get him on the horn, the FaceTime, the fucking what's that dude? Back to the Future 2, and he gets fired from the wall. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Part 2?
Biff, McFly,
Yeah, Biff.
dude. He gets fired. Marty McFly. No.
Biff was the bully.
Yeah, but who gets fired from the wall?
Like from the guitar.
He got a fax from the wall. George McFly.
Oh yeah, it's George
Yo, do you know
McFly.
the whole controversy about that? How he fucking sued the director
No.
because they used his likeness in Part 2. It's a movie about time travel, and he wouldn't do it because so the guy who played George McFly,
It was a different guy.
no, Marty's dad. He demanded to be paid as much as Michael J. Fox for the sequel. This is
he's
a
the
true
dad.
story.
Yeah,
This
he's a
is a true
dad.
story.
He's a dad.
That's a fair argument.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would give him
The
to that.
studio was like, "Go fuck yourself. It's a movie about time travel. We'll
Dumb
fucking."
move.
They're like, "We'll fucking superimpose your ass." It's a time
That's
travel.
the beauty. That's the beauty of making a movie about time travel. You can just like warp somebody out of it. Like,
They're like, "Don't bother,
Do
son."
you know what movie we're making right now?
But yeah, that's like, I guess, and then like he sued that dude, and
did he win? Did he win?
no. It was like I watched some weird YouTube thing about it, like about like him going to Comic-Con, like.
At 3 a.m.
It's very. He went to Comic-Con at 3 in the morning. I watched it at noon.
Okay.
But
Hey, shout out Michael J. Fox. I hope he's doing well right now.
hell yeah.
If you watch this, Michael J. Fox, you're the best.
Hold on,
Doc
hold on.
Hollywood was the shit.
Hold
I
on,
love
real
that
quick. We gotta get something in here. Last minute, fucking special report. Last minute from our man. Can we give a shout out to Jason B. real quick?
Hell yeah.
The
Hell
number
yeah.
one homie. We met him. We skated with him. He was at the Midtown Meetup thing, Bustos thing. But anyways, he's chiming in right here. He does a Jaguar collegiate skateboarding,
Yep.
and he says May 11th. There's going to be a meetup at Hayes with his crew, the Jaguar skateboarding,
Hell yeah.
collegiate skateboarding. Lots of free stuff from 9:30 to noon. And I saw something about this on the gram. It was like,
Free stuff is the shit.
but they do awareness for like the
They're very proactive.
I think it's all ages. Is it? It might be all ages, but I in my mind I have it like
That's all them college fools.
yeah, I picture it like a college club, like
Yeah, good for
You
them.
know.
Yeah, Jason B fucking rules.
Yeah. Dude's doing good work. He's got it the homies.
yeah. He's
Didn't
awesome.
they did free skateboard, what was it?
Oh,
Free skate shop, dog. At the college, fool.
oh, they
Yeah, yeah,
Free
kind of
skate shop.
like
That's
those little
awesome.
libraries that you put a book in, and you take
Free
a book,
skate
leave a
shop.
book.
Oh shit! Like you could put in a truck
Yeah,
or something.
They did it.
Yeah.
They
that's
funded it. Like built the whole thing, and
That's
Central got
sick.
down and shit.
I need a
Shout out
9.5
Jason
B.
left half cab. Oh, it's in
Corpus.
the drawer. Yeah, Corpus Christi.
Corpus. I'll go there. I'll hang out. I won't get in the water anymore.
Dude, there's some crusty
Yeah,
ass spots in
Corpus
Corpus.
is sick.
Anyway.
I've seen some badass hardcore bands in
I
Corpus.
bet, yeah.
They always go to
Christi
Corpus.
Day. Well, should we get Lance on the horn here? We can talk to Lance about his event.
Lance man.
On the FaceTime.
Can
So
the viewers hear that?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And we look dead ahead to the camera, or we look at him, or what?
Yeah, they can't.
At the camera.
Lil Free Skate Shop is the name of the
Little free skate shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick.
Shout out.
shout.
That's
out.
pretty cool. Like,
Dude, that's
hey, man.
dope.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
It's
You
amazing.
know, I mean,
Lots of
now
students.
drop it in the West Side, fool.
Yeah, Rosedale.
Hey, over at your bodega there
Yeah.
on Ruiz.
Yeah, my corner store.
Oh,
Dude,
we
that
got.
place is sick. It's got like games and shit.
Okay, so should we be looking
Dude,
over
like,
here
Straight
to
at the camera.
converse
Straight at the camera.
straight at the camera?
Yep.
But I want to see Lance.
Lance, man.
Okay. But I'm still not looking at the
See
camera
Lance.
now.
Is he there?
He's right here.
Here he is.
What up, Lance? I can't hear him.
He's got to unmute.
You're on mute, I think, Lance.
Here, should I put it? Oh, so there'll be a lag on this.
Damn, this
Oh,
fool's
there
got
you
to
go.
show us his dick.
There you go. All right.
I didn't know you could hear me.
Sam thought he was on mute.
Wait, Simon, will you do me a favor? Will you look that way? I want to see what it looks like. Are you looking at
I'm looking at
Lance?
the camera.
I'm looking at the camera.
But when you're looking at the camera, are you addressing Lance? Like,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I figured Lance can see me. I don't know.
Can you see us, Lance? Does it look like we're looking at you, or are we looking to the side?
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we
Oh.
got to kind
How
of
about
look.
this?
I'll try to get out of the way.
How's
I'll
that?
try to get out of the way.
Yeah, but we're still it's still the same direction. See, Will, see on this, we're looking to
I
the
won't
side.
be able to adjust it.
No, I got you. Is there any way we can put that here?
It's not long enough.
No. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at him here, but just ignore the lag, I guess. You know, like the old days of Mongochatter. What up, Lance? How are you, my bro? Good. Good.
Doing good myself.
Yeah. Well, thanks for fucking joining us here. Oh,
We're good. I fixed it.
you did. Okay.
So Rip the Ditch 2. Anything new and improved from last year or
Yeah. Well, this year we're gonna light everything on fire. No, I'm just kidding. Would that be wild?
that
No,
would
more
be
or less, it's gonna be similar format. Like there's no heats or anything like that. It's we're gonna have several best tricks, and it's just gonna feel like you're skating with your friends, except you can win some money and some prizes. And of course, it'll be a good time. Food, water, drinks, music. No live music. We're just gonna be jamming off Spotify or whatever. But it's gonna be on a Sunday, and it should be good. But we'll have a surprise obstacle out there every year. That's the goal. Try to have a surprise obstacle, whether it's built in or it's something portable that we could bring to kind of, make each Rip the Ditch unique.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What? No Euro gap this time, I guess, huh?
Dude, I was thinking about taking the fence down. Like, I have all the tools to do that and put it back up, but there's the time with it and the fact that we could get in trouble. But so I don't want to do all that. But instead of the Euro gap, we're gonna have best trick down the drop. So where the hip is at, there's that little drop that everybody skates it like a drop, or you can skate it.
Yeah.
You can slide it too. But if you have good knees and you're young, damn young kids, you can do your little nollie flips and hard flips off it. So that'd be kind of cool. There's enough room for everybody to set up and hit some drop tricks, and that'll kind of substitute that thing, if you will. So yeah, but unannounced surprise obstacle. It should be fun.
was
Yeah, of course.
was last year's surprise obstacle the drunken cowboy?
It was the what?
There was a drunk cowboy there.
Oh,
I was trying to make a joke. Was that the surprise
No,
obstacle
no.
last year?
I literally didn't hear you. But yeah. No, I guess Dusty was an obstacle if you think about it. God bless, bro. God bless.
I hope you're doing well out there, Dusty. And I hope you have a skateboard.
He did pretty well though for
Yeah.
for his level of
In the boots.
intoxication and shit
In
like
the
that.
boots, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a legend.
I
Yeah.
used to know him when he wore skate shoes, man. It's been a while.
I mean,
Now
Yeah, that
he's the
was-
boots, the cowboy.
He's a cowboy.
It's a replica of the North Star boots. No.
He's like a living embodiment of the North Star boot.
Yep. What's up, motherfucker? Eat shit.
None of the lights
Okay.
work anymore.
Right. Oh well.
So okay, so it's May 4th of this year, obviously. Is it how much of a Star Wars influence can we expect this time around? Where are we at with the May the 4th be with you type of scenario?
You know what? I
Huh.
feel like the Force will be with us in our spirits. The Force. Unfortunately, the look of the Force costs a lot of money. So I feel like the vibes are gonna be the Force. And I have my little Yoda doll. I'll probably have a lightsaber or two with me, but I think I still have the same cloak from last year. But like, I'm not gonna drop a grand on Star Wars shit to use once a year. So maybe if we make it big someday and we have Star Wars money, we'll do it proper. But for now, it's just like kind of like something nerdy, inside-ish, like different. No, there's no skate contest on May 4th. Usually, I don't
And
know.
that's the day after your birthday too, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of another thing that's just like, hey, my weekend, let's do some shit, and that's how I want to celebrate my birthday. It's just throwing a skate contest and seeing the kids kill it, the adults kill it, the whoever's kill it, anybody on the board.
Yeah,
You know,
what's your formatting like on that? Is there an age bracket or male female or what's your formatting like on that?
So this year we're thinking about doing something different. We're going to have people wrestle. There's going to be no skateboarding. It's going to be a Royal Rumble. Last man standing wins. No, I was kidding. That'd be fucking sick, right? John Cena. So we're gonna have best trick down the gap, like I was talking about before. And I'm thinking of doing like 20 minutes each best trick with like breaks in between where we could talk about who wins, this and that, let people skate, warm up. So best trick down the drop, best trick on the quarter, best slappy grind, best trick on surprise obstacle. Then I'm forgetting something. There's gonna be ugliest board.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's always gonna be a thing. Whoever has the shittiest board gets a free board. So hopefully we have the size you ride, but hey, free is free.
Free is
So,
free. Free is free to me,
yeah.
babe.
Then I think I have a few sponsors that kind of want to do their own little thing, like their own little intermittent thing.
Okay.
My buddy Kevin from Weird Cabinet, he's gonna, he worked with me to do something. Best slam. We hope nobody falls.
I like where
the
this is
point
going,
to not
dude.
give the award away because we don't want anybody to eat shit. However, whoever does eat the shittiest shit gets an award for that. And so that's a thing. And there's a lot of stuff to look forward to, but I'm hoping it's a little bit better than last year. Then I'm hoping people have just as good of a time, and we'll have a few vendors out there. You can pick up some local skate stuff and
Well, dude,
stuff from your different shops and things like that there as well.
how could it possibly be better than last year? What could be a better time than that? Than Rip the Ditch? You're telling me
It doesn't rain.
You're gonna telling me Rip the Ditch
True.
2 is gonna be slated to be a better time than Rip the Ditch 1?
Yes, strippers.
Dude!
There's gonna be tons of strippers. No, I'm just kidding.
I got a question. Sam, do you have any questions for Lance about his event? Might you have any questions for Lance? Do you want to know anything? What do you want to say?
You said there'd be food, right?
Absolutely. There's going to be all types of food. So we're going to start off. We're going to have entrees going around. Everybody gets free breadsticks.
Cool.
Nah,
It's like
we have
Olive
standard
Garden.
grill stuff, hot dogs, burgers. My homie Will, he's gonna be the cook. He was the guy who was there last year. He's a legit chef and stuff. You know.
Oh yeah, those burgers were
Yeah.
fire
yeah,
last
yeah.
year.
So
We're in the
and I
middle
got a-
of
I got a
arguing
new
about
grill.
that.
I got a new grill that I'm gonna bring out there. So Will's gonna be running the program on that. I'm gonna be bringing hot dogs, buns, and all that stuff. Then got to figure out the budget on buying burgers, but that's a goal. Like burgers are gonna be a thing. You have to have hot dogs and burgers. Like they go together. But I think Will may have some other stuff that he wants to bring, cook, and sell. So we'll have stuff for free. Then if you want a little something, you can pay a few bucks. You know, it shouldn't be any more than like between
It's
2
gonna
to
be
5 bucks,
delicious.
depending on it.
I think just
Yeah,
hot dogs are
good
fucking
food
good
and,
enough,
of course,
dude. You get
water,
what you
snacks.
fucking get, bro.
True.
I'm
Yeah.
just playing. But seriously,
Free beef
folks.
jerky. Nah. But yeah,
Um,
man, I'm excited, nervous and excited.
do you? This is like therapy, Lance. Do you have any questions for Sam about his event?
Sam,
Yes.
hi. When is your event, man? Isn't it May 17th, right?
May 17th. That's correct. At 8 a.m.
17th or okay, cool,
17th.
cool.
8 a.m.
Did you guys
So
talk
happy.
about? Did you guys like text at all? Were you like, "Yo, when's your event?" Did you guys have any correspondence regarding this
No.
shit?
I think
Only
yeah, I think
because-
it's some DMs, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't just, pull this out of my ass. I've talked about this idea before.
Oh yeah, for a while.
But ultimately, like how Lance said, like it was a good way to like, throw something together so you can have fun with your friends for your birthday because it's 2 days before my birthday. I didn't steal
Your
Lance's
birthday's on
idea.
May 19th.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'd say
May-
7.
So
What's
May
yours?
babies,
May
bro.
7.
we're May babies.
Mine's May
yeah.
27th.
What's up? Did Willie sell?
Yeah.
So
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
yeah, I've
Wow.
talked about this idea, but ultimately it was one that I was working on my own.
No, I
Dude, My
know.
wife's birthday is in May. My dog's birthday is in May. Like, there's a lot of May babies up in here.
Wait, hold on. I know you're trying to lighten the
All
mood.
I know
here,
is it's
Lance.
gonna be lit as
Lance,
fuck.
Lance, I know you're trying to lighten the fucking mood, but it's like the mafia, and like basically
Oh,
Sam didn't clear it with you before he wanted to do a whack.
oh,
Before he wanted to do his fucking event.
Hey,
He-
whoa. Yo,
Actually,
I know
that's
your
not
bandana's
true.
the wrong
hold
color.
on, Lance, hold on.
oh, oh,
Don't put no fucking words in my mouth.
oh.
Lance already knew that I wanted to do this, and I told him that I wanted to do it by myself.
That's what I wanted to know.
So
True.
I just never told him when I was gonna do
That's what I wanted to know.
it. So yeah.
We're
Okay.
here live.
So that's what I want. I just no. I was curious if y'all being homies and you were having events so close to each other, if you were like checking with each other, like yo, fucking,
So what? It's fucking like a week apart or whatever.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
It's getting
Fourth,
popping.
13 It's 13 days
Yeah,
apart,
popping.
2
Yeah,
weeks.
it's 2 weeks.
Something like that. Whatever.
Are you gonna compete and rip the ditch?
Yeah, hell yeah. What
Are you gonna compete in battle at the bridge?
I am going to compete in who can watch the hardest.
the fuck?
Oh, dude.
I did ask
Man, you
Lance to
paid
be a
so much
vendor,
for
and
it.
he's trying to figure that out. So I'm gonna give my boy an out.
Oh, got you.
No,
All right.
like
So-
I mean, I'll skate it, but like I don't ever skate it with the intention of like I'm about to beat everybody's ass. Like it's fun to
could happen.
participate, but
Yeah.
like
If it happens.
I'm different, and that's cool.
I go to compete. I wake up in the morning. I eat Wheaties. I pump iron. I go there. When I arrive, I scowl at people. I let them know that I'm definitely gonna win, and they better stay out of my fucking way. I go to
Yeah.
compete. I punch out horses, shit like that.
Horses?
I think I'm too humble, and it's like it goes against me in contests because like I'll wait my turn. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not about to hit people. Like fuck that. I don't know. I'm just a big dude, and I've hurt so many people skating that I just like wait.
yeah.
And chill, and then like you get 3 tries doing it that way. So
Yeah, that
is
kind
what
of
it is.
I don't like that. So you don't like the the like blood in the water, like Shark Attack type of vibe at like where it's just like, yo, like Flatlands, events at Flatlands have been like that before where it's like, yo, we're just skating, everyone's skating at the same time, like.
I understand young energy, and I understand that other people aren't like literally. Like, I'm an 18-wheeler truck, and most people are like fucking Toyota Corollas or some shit.
Yeah.
So like, I've knocked people out and felt horrible, and
Yeah.
that's always been like a subconscious thing that like fucks with me in like contests. I'm just like, nah, I'll chill.
I
All right,
guess
here we go.
I
Like,
guess what I'm asking is more of a spiritual question. I understand what you're saying about you're an
if there's money on
18-wheeler.
the line, I get it.
No, no,
I
no.
get it.
What I want to know is, do you enjoy the, like for me, one of my favorite things in skating is like I actually enjoy cutting that, like I like letting go and getting sketchy, like
Yeah.
in a certain, like I think it's it's not healthy, but it's like doing donuts in a car or something, like reckless in a car. It's like fun to like do that. You're like, let's all skate at the same time and all snake each other and all get in each other's way and all stay out of each other's way and all rip, and we're all like fucking Cobra Kai, like we can just fucking maneuver. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Do you like letting like do you like doing that Thelma and Louise off the fucking thing and just letting it go?
I
Do you enjoy that?
I enjoy watching it.
Uh-huh.
I think it's cool to see people do that shit and just like go for it all bloodthirsty and stuff. But like, I have entirely too much patience, and I feel like I already have what I need, and I'm just glad to get to skateboarding. So I don't necessarily have the drive to rush in a pit of like 50 people skating for whatever the goal is.
Right.
Like maybe when I was 22, yeah, it was just like fuck yeah, skate or die. I don't give a fuck if I don't go to work tomorrow. Now it's more or less like, is this goal worth it? And that's just me being honest. Like,
No,
now,
totally,
when
dude.
it comes to like, when it comes to being in a mosh pit, I don't give a fuck if there's chairs flying, dude. That's some different shit. When it comes to skateboarding, I would rather see this generation and the younger kids go for that thing versus my big ass, like, getting in the way, knocking people over. You know what I mean? Like, so that's just where I'm at with that.
Word. How do you guys feel about that? What's your take?
No, I agree.
Get right in there.
I'm not jamming. Same,
Yeah.
maybe when I was younger, but I don't need to send it with like 50 dudes. Maybe if I know all those 50 dudes,
Right.
if I know all those 50 dudes, then I'm down.
Yeah.
But if it's like
with our friends
randoms-
fucking around at the skate park and we got
Yeah.
like 12 homies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we're all trying to like consecutively frontside Smith in a bowl corner, and we have to be
Something.
right behind each other,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we keep eating shit. That is fun always.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, I need to be an asshole to cut people off and do X, Y, and Z. Like,
To win a piece of grip tape.
nah.
No. I wasn't even talking about. I wasn't even talking about.
That's always what it is. I'm doing this so
Nah,
I can
dude,
win
and
some grip
stickers,
tape.
and
No.
stickers, man. You got me fucked up.
Like we used to have this thing we did, and it was in particular at Northgate Skate Park. It would all be like friends, and we're skating, and it's like almost kind of to break the monotony of the session. You just
Yeah.
go psycho, and what that means is that all bets are off, and anyone can skate. There's not like it's not so and so's turn now. Like you can skate while your friend is skating, and you're not a snake. Like it just means the floodgates are open. And we're all responsible and skilled enough to fucking get out of the fucking way if there's trouble, Like,
Oh,
I
so
like
we
that
do
kind of
that
energy
too, like, with,
personally.
like, I'll do that with Tarzan, and then like Nelson will hop in and like
Yeah,
Tarzan will be skating, and I'll just yell doubles, and then Nelson will be skating and be like triples.
there
and
you
then, like,
go.
we're all just kind of like jamming back and forth. So it's different with your friends versus like a skate contest. Like I just like I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need to be that guy to win necessarily at this point in my life. I'm there
But-
to skate and like I like to create. Like skateboarding is still like art to me.
But
And
I feel
don't
like
I can paint in that atmosphere like I used to.
I feel like contests push me into that corner though, where it's like I don't know the
Yes.
lines and I don't know what people are doing or their style, so it's just like, okay, gotta take out the sword and just fucking like gnash around, you
I
know,
think
like
that's why they're important, though. You know, like
Yeah.
I think that's why they're important because it does put you out of your element and it makes you think a different way. And hopefully, in the end, when you come out of it, you've maybe learned something about yourself to like keep progressing.
yeah,
You know, because I mean, honestly, like it. And I'm not trying to like put Lance and I on a pedestal or anything, like, because there's plenty of people putting on competitions and stuff, you know, and not that Lance shouldn't be on a pedestal because he's a fucking great guy, but
You too. Thank you.
creating these competitions are important because it gives people an opportunity to decide if they want to try and compete, you know, because it's not like ESPN is coming here and making competitions. You know, it's not like San Antonio wants to make skateboard competitions.
mm.
You know, they'll build the parks, but that's it. It's on
Yeah,
us.
it's up to the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's up to us to like create these opportunities for people to, you know, thrive.
Yeah,
And for,
it really soaks them. In the competitions always made me feel like it's a motivation, especially when you place. Like you don't always have to win. The goal is not always to win. You're going there to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But that atmosphere always did push me to be like, hey, well, we did this last year. Look what I can do now, type shit. You know what I mean? Like, and going back to the conversation before, like being in that situation where you have to go against so many people and it's like open. I'm the guy who would recognize the pattern of what's going on and wait a few seconds to see the opening, to try the trick, to have that confidence in that moment versus saying whatever the fuck happens, happens. Because I perform better with, okay, well, you're doing this, this, and this, and you keep fucking up here. I'm going to go here because nobody's skating that. And I rolled away with 3 tricks and you rolled away with one. But, like that's how my brain works in those situations.
mm. So you like you like competing, like is
It's
that?
my ADHD, man. I recognize patterns and I try to use that to my
No, I'm
advantage
just
to
asking.
where
Like,
I can make it make sense in my head in that moment, as opposed to just going and saying whatever happens, happens.
but do you
You know what I
enjoy
mean?
the
Like,
do you enjoy the grizzly competition aspect of skateboarding? The like going up
oh, it's
against other.
absolutely necessary. And yeah, I do enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's needed because
yeah.
like it's not just how I skate is how skateboarding should be. It's not my view of how skateboarding should be. It's our collective view, and it's whatever works works, whatever vibes. Like you want that event that day to be memorable for everybody, not just people that skate like you, but for the whole community. What does the whole community want? A lot of people, like these young kids, that are in their prime, love that moment, and this moment's for them. So of course, like Rip the Ditch is like that. That's the whole competition. It's just a collective of those moments of like, well, fuck, there's 40 of us who want to win $200 for first or 150 for first, whatever. I gotta look at my budget again, but it's gonna be like 150 for first and like 75 for second, 50 for third, something like that. But like people want that money, and then they want that board, they want that grip. Then you got 40 people, then it's necessary. Like you need the carnage, and then you need the balance to that carnage, and you need it to come together to make the best fucking pie you ever had.
Mm.
You know?
What's the balance of the carnage? What's the
Yeah.
balance of the carnage?
Well, the balance to the carnage is you need the organization. You got to be able to recognize chaos and how to tame it. Things do get out of hand when you're not organized enough. So that's always a thing. Like everybody fuck around, but you 4 people are in charge of this to make sure there's not too much fucking around going on because we need everything to be good. So, like, when Dusty's getting drunk and passing out in the middle of the skate park, we have a group of guys who recognize this fool's too throwed right now. So let's go pick his ass up. When you notice that this dude is about to throw up, like, have you been drinking enough water? Like, you notice this dude doesn't have any money, but he's hungry and he wants to skate. I got you. So you need the organization, you need the opposites, and we all attract together to make this beautiful thing. And like these events we have. I'm a little stoned, so sorry if I'm talking too much.
No. Do you know who, or do you want to say who the judges are going to be at your event?
I haven't really asked anybody yet, and I kind of have a feeling I know who I want to be judges, and I don't want anybody underneath my banner to be a judge because I don't want there to be like a bias, like, of course Tarzan won, Lance judged the competition, like, type shit like that. So I'm gonna talk to a few people, and that have different styles and shit, and kind of get everybody's collective opinion. I want there to be at least 3 judges. 4 would be.
I also
a little
hate
bit
that they're
more
hating on my boy
better.
Tarzan. It's always Tarzan.
What do you mean?
It's always Tarzan won. That dude fucking rips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he's a ripper.
Who's doing Miller flips?
Yeah, but
Who? That
love
motherfucker
Tarzan to
said.
but them fools from Austin came down last year and
They hate
took some shit
You're
too.
fucking haters.
Oh, that guy, Scotty Alexander, was super sick, dude, from Bastrop.
Oh, Scotty's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
he
I-
was like back his ass to reverse and shit on the quarter.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that
Guy
guy
was
was
good.
killing it.
Yeah.
But why? Who's
Hell
hating
yeah.
on Tarzan?
needs to do a Miller flip on that tiny ass quarter.
It's always because he sends
Nobody hates on
Chase got a
Tarzan.
hand playing on that.
when he wins.
Oh, okay.
When he wins,
Oh, yeah.
Chase got,
I think he deserves it, man.
he
Yeah.
does. He absolutely deserves it.
Yeah.
He fucking.
Oh, Tarzan
rips.
deserves everything
Yes.
he wins.
Hell
I agree.
yes. He's never not earned any victory.
Well, except for that victory back in '97.
Except for that one time.
Basketball, right?
There's no
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Show me the film.
No. Film. It was '97.
Yeah. Shout out Tarzan.
Hell yeah!
Definitely.
Shout out Tarzan.
Shout out Tarzan.
Yep. Fuck
Here's
yeah.
my vape piece.
Well, what else? I want. Do you guys have any other questions for each other about y'all's events? Like, I'm curious.
Oh yeah, Sam, tell your people how your event is gonna work. Like, what's your plan? Because you got
I did it already.
the
No,
brewery
dude, we
selling
gotta
and
bust
got
that
the
Euro gap open.
Huh.
We gotta bust that Euro gap wide open.
I want to,
homie.
but I also want to.
We just need to buy screws. We can put the planks back in when we're done.
Yeah, but don't
That's
fuck
all
up
it
the
takes.
vibe over there now, y'all.
Fucking with Jesus like that.
I'm an atheist.
That's Saturday activity.
Is it a
But
Saturday?
yeah,
That's
what
even
about
better.
your competition? How's your shit work?
Okay, so I haven't worked out the timing. I think I'm like gonna do 40 seconds or 30 seconds for the run. 2 runs, male, female. Whoever gets the best score makes it to the best trick. There's gonna be 3 separate sections where they can do their tricks on, and they can switch if they want to, and then they'll get 4 tries. I'm still working that one out. 3 or 4 tries as to, or rather for the best trick. And then the judges will decide who wins.
Is it-
40?
is-
Do 40 seconds for sure because that park is spread out.
Is
Your
the best
obstacle
trick
is
going to be on
spread,
certain
so-
obstacles?
Certain obstacles in the sense that I'm going to say that, certain obstacles in the sense that I'm going to say, okay, these are the obstacles I want you to utilize. But if someone has a trick somewhere where they think it's the best trick, the judges will decide if it's the best trick.
How do you feel about grass rides?
Power
The
slides
judges
grass,
will
dude.
decide what.
Yeah.
The judges will decide what's good.
It may not score well with the judges, but
That's what I'm betting. I mean, I'm not saying it one way or another. The
I'm a
judges will
Hillfoot nose
decide.
mayo through the grass. Dude.
Woo!
Like, what if you like launch out over the bank where they have like the concrete block and then into the grass? That would be gnarly.
Yeah.
That would be
Right.
fucking sick. Because again, the judges will decide
Yeah.
what's fucking legit or not. So
I'm gonna launch over a family of 6.
All right.
make sure you bring your
grass.
table, dude. We got a spot for you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
You know what's funny? I left my last table at the last Rip the Ditch. Wait, no, actually no, it was at the.
No, you
Pearsall
left your
contest.
barbecue pit.
Oh yeah, that fucking piece of shit, bro. I found that in an apartment at work, so I'm good. Also, it was a $20 free barbecue pit. So I was like, somebody's gonna take this, and whoever takes this needs this. And that's what
We
happened.
took it.
There you go. It was needed.
oh yeah. Well, do we got any other pressing Simon, what do you got? What do you got for us?
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, like you said, part 1. I guess it's not really part. Rip the Ditch 1 was so fun. I'm looking forward to 2. I'm sure you learned a lot, and we're gonna see something new. I like the idea of the mystery object. I just want to shout out Ugly Skateboards, and I know Lancey, I think you have a new drop and shit, so maybe you can tell the viewers where they can get some ugly product and
Oh yeah.
support the community.
That's another thing I gotta work on. Fucking promoting myself more. So yeah, I'm Lance. I'm the owner of Ugly Skateboards. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know about us. But if you don't, I got a website,
You better ask somebody.
www.uglyskateboards.com. We ship nationwide. New graphic I dropped. It's the baggy graphic. I should have called it the sad bag in retrospect. Somebody commented that. I was like, damn. Well, too bad it's published already. So there's that. But it's a one color graphic, and the boards are going to go for $40. And if you want grip tape, $5 on top of that. Then if you catch us at any event, everything's cheaper at events. So always keep that in mind, and you know, just a reason to come out and support us, or even if you don't want any of our stuff, check out the other guys. Like support your local community and whatnot. So, but all the one color boards I do at home myself. Me and my friends, we draw up graphics, and then I digitize them and vectorize them and do all this crap so I can print it out and put it on a board and whatnot, paint it, remove everything, boom, board. And then we got the $50 boards that are pro boards. So, but look out for some signature boards coming later this year. I want to give 2 of the guys on the team a board.
Yeah, boost
They
it. Okay.
definitely earned it.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell anybody who they are. I want everybody else to be just as hyped when they come out. So there's no.
Do they know who they are? Or is it like you're going to show up with tacos one day and Willie Santos dump salsa all over him? You're pro.
Dude, you know what's funny? Before you called, Willie from here texted me, and I have talked to Willie Santos before when I used to own Rebel Skate Shop North by LBJ. And I had saved his number, and then I was just like, yo, I looked at the area code. I was like, Washington. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is Willie Santos calling me? Then it's Willie from here, Mongochatter. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. But it's just random. Like, it's really random that I've talked to pro skaters and, like, I don't know, they're my
It's not.
friends,
You
so-
fucking rip, dude.
Yo.
Yeah. It's
Um,
just like the world is crazy, man. The world is crazy, and I love it.
Seamus, one of the crazy world's inhabitants, one of the world's crazier inhabitants, Seamus Lockie, wants to know, or maybe he's pleading his case. But what about best trick
50 and
on
up?
best trick on
Hell yeah,
the
dude. 30 and up. I'll enter. Nah.
What is it? Best trick on what?
best trick on the triple stack curb? What about that? Rip the ditch too. Triple curb, best trick.
geographically speaking, that might be hard to accomplish because it'll create a lot of clash. So if you approach it from the right side, you barely have any room to roll up to it. If you approach it from the left side, everybody going from that side is hauling ass. So, and it's in a really tight spot. So it's doable in the sense that if you looked at it from a throughout the day, whoever did the coolest trick on that
Yeah.
killed it. But as a solo event, it would create a lot of clash just because of where it's at.
But
If
I
that
don't
makes
know, man.
sense.
Think about like a best trick down the stairs at like Love Park, and everyone's just all gathered around, and people are fucking just. You could just have people just rally around that motherfucker, and like you got to skate through the fucking the shit.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
I mean,
Just one
it is
reporter's opinion.
doable. It's doable, but I don't know. Yeah, I just never see anybody skate that either. And usually
That's-
this isn't
Yeah, which
another
stairs
thing.
at Love Park?
Well, that's kind of the rad thing about doing a contest on it is because no
Yeah.
one ever skates it, so it's like, fucking
True.
make them
But
skate.
how many people? That's how I feel about the quarter pipe because it's cool as shit, but most people can barely get up to it. So that's what makes that little thing cool.
Yeah.
Then like the
Guilty.
drop, like you got to be good at skating down stuff. The hip, it's the classic feature of Sonic Ditch. It's the first thing you think of is the hip.
I feel like
This
you
is
doing the thing at the quarter pipe was it like opened the quarter pipe up for like the rest of the year. Like if that makes sense. It like it like normalized that quarter pipe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, you could maybe do the same thing with these triple curbs. Is what I think fucking people are
True.
saying, dude.
True.
That's all I'm saying to you.
Best Slappy. What if Slappy counts on the curve, or should it be in its own thing?
So you're doing best slappy again? Tell me the categories again real quick. Or what do you're not this is not set in stone. You can do whatever you want that day of, but
Right.
what are you thinking
I
about?
have the feeling that I'm forgetting something because like I'm in overload mode. I
Overload
father
mode.
of two, husband, working full time, running this shit. So, what was I gonna say? Best trick on the quarter, best trick down the drop, best trick on the hip, best slappy. So that's 4. Then
I would
always
say that
forward, but that's
the-
not really a like
the
heated
triple-
thing or
I would say the triple
Triple.
stack curb you could slappy on that. I think that's
you
legit.
can.
Oh, fuck
I've
yeah,
seen-
you can.
I've seen people ride up and hit tricks on that.
Oh yeah.
But that would make that even more challenging. So I could say something like if you slappy the triple curve, that's more points. And they're gonna be like, there's points? Which there's no points, but obviously we know that's harder. So what was harder, the backsmith on the regular curve or the triple? If you slappy it into it.
I almost think,
So-
Lance, maybe this is too the Hesh side of my brain, right? But I almost think you just go for the throat and you go a best slappy on the triple fucking stack curb.
One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, well, a session and who does the best thing on it, like, and it's like, oh, not everyone can skate it exactly, I'll bet you there would be a competitive field of 5 or 6 people that would get creative and throw down on a triple stack slappy thing.
I'm just assessing. God, I hate overthinking. It's helpful sometimes, but sometimes it sucks. The general skill range of people in general. Like, I hated that I used general twice. I skated that ditch a lot. I've never seen anybody slappy that in person, and I haven't seen a clip of it. I've seen plenty of ollie into tricks, but I've seen like I've seen.
I'll show you a clip
like
of
a
myself
slappy
right
back
now.
50.
Yeah, I've hit it. I mean, yeah, I've slapped it front side and back
Put
side.
the clip up. Run the clip.
Oh, shit, we'll put it up. Nobody
Run the
knows.
clip.
No.
Run the clip.
Right? You should.
Not on your phone.
Yeah. No, a lot of people have done stuff on it. From the comments you got let's
Fuck
see
ugly.
here.
Nah, I'm just
No, no,
kidding.
no. Well, Jason B does want to know about the history of the artwork of the ugly logo, but real quick on this topic, Busto says a skateboarder will adapt, and then Seamus claims he's not that it's not outrageous. It's true. He
It's
says
on YouTube, so it's fact.
he says he's got some stuff and he's seen some insane tricks on it. But then on the other side of that, Jason B says he's only seen stalls on that, and that's kind of boring, which I agree with. And then Seamus curiously goes backside sugar. And then Busto says more of a best grind tee. Make of that what you will, gentlemen, those comments. But
So he said best grind, which could imply an ollie. It's best slappy.
yeah.
That's commonly outside of your extremely talented individuals like yourself
Oh, stop.
that have the experience in how to slappy. A lot of the younger generation doesn't. It's gonna be more people wanting to ollie into that thing versus slappy it.
I agree. I honestly, even like on the last like go around, the best slappy was like you had not everyone even on that curb that is a slappy curb was doing slappies. I guess.
I tried to do a 180 body varial for the first time. I've never attempted it, and it was because of that contest.
Oh,
I get-
nice.
It's a cool contest. It's fun. I don't go slappy in curbs, though.
somebody
I
did,
don't
like,
do that.
kick
I
their rock
ollie
and roll
in.
on it.
Ollie
Don't
into your
go
fucking ground.
slappy in triple stacks.
Ollie into
Stick
your
to
grunt,
the
motherfuckers.
fucking low curves that you're used to. Will, I'm sending you this clip now of myself doing a slappy on that curb because I feel like I'm claiming now and I gotta.
What times
Yeah,
is
you
also
probably got size 58 wheels that are 97 durometer.
It's the
with your
215 trucks.
169 Indies.
Yeah, 215s. Those will get you onto anything.
215s.
Yeah.
You can slappy a bumper on a car.
I think it would be cool to see something on that, but we will await the mystery obstacle, dude. Right?
yeah,
True.
I can't wait.
True. I also
Oh.
have a few donations of money coming in too, so that's another thing. I don't want you people like I know what I have planned and I know what the budget is and I know the first through third for everything. But I don't want to add that in and just like, okay, well you only get a board. Well shit, these other guys got $100. Like, you know, so I want to give something like that too to make it worth it. That way it's a fair event, like for your efforts. You know?
What constitutes fair, Lance?
Wait, what?
What constitutes fair in a competition?
Good question.
Oh, no, like
Provocative
I want-
question.
I maybe I used the wrong word. I want between the different divisions or whatever. I want everything to be equal. Like I don't want best trick down the gap for them to win money, and then best trick on the quarter only gets a board and grip.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I want everything to be evenly spread. That way, everybody's winning something that is fruitful, if you will. Like, I don't even think I'm properly using these words, but I hopefully, like,
What if it's
I hope you
the
understand
tricks
the
we land along the way that's the real prize?
right? The memories with your friends, man. That's just
Steven
if you
Seagal
have it, you
is
hope you made some.
this winter. Steven Seagal is ripping the ditch.
Well,
It's gonna be
This spring, Tarzan
We're tearing that
is
fence down, motherfuckers,
Eaton
and
Sanchez.
then putting it back up because
Is
we're responsible adults.
Tarzan.
Do it now. Get to
This spring, may the 4th be with you. He's done it once. He's done it twice. This
Dude.
spring, Lance Clayton is
That's me.
ripping the ditch.
What's that one song? Fuck, it's the 80s. The Heat is on.
The heat is on. Oh, I love that song, dude.
As
Wasn't
soon as
that like-
comes on.
That was like in every 80s movie ever.
Are you able to see this, Lance, on your end? This just to we got some triple stack footage right here from last year's event.
No, I could see you guys.
Ah,
I
all
see
right.
3 handsome gentlemen right now. 4.
Well, there you
Damn.
got dropping Drake's trying to do like a pivot attack thing on it. We're talking about the triple stack now. I'm just observing. I'm like an astronaut landing on the moon, describing to you what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think earlier we had like Tarzan doing like a kind of right on grind backside.
Yeah.
And what else did we see?
Oh yeah, Tarzan.
AKA
back,
a slappy, right? A ride on glide is a slappy.
Yes.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Well, this was the hot new obstacle at the time, right? These triple curbs were new at your event last year.
Yeah. And they're hard as shit to skate.
They are. They are. No, yeah, it's a hard thing to throw a contest on. But I'm just saying it's like tough love to be like, yo, this is the best trick on this. Fuck y'all. Skate this.
True.
Don't be no
True.
bitch now. Skate this shit. What do you think,
True.
Sam?
But
What do you
I would
think,
have
Sam?
to call it something like it
That
couldn't
shit was
be
hard as
that
fuck.
slappy. It would need to be like its own little thing. Maybe
Hack.
I could do something like that where there's only one winner.
Best.
This one isn't a 20-minute one. This one's a 10-minute one, and
Yo.
whoever wins gets $50 in a board.
What about this? Mongochatter's best hack on the triple stack, dude.
There you go.
I'll give you
That
a
already
fucking.
sounds cool.
I'll give you one of these new Jeff Wheeler Mongochatter t-shirts and an old t-shirt and a zine and some stickers and a high five for the best hack on the triple stack.
All right.
What about that?
Can you write that down and send it to me so I
Yeah.
don't forget it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
we'll remember this.
Because the name is beautiful and it gives it meaning.
Yeah,
Now it's something that matters.
it does.
So, yeah.
Who's
I
got
couldn't
that?
make it matter, but you could.
In
That's
the
what I'm
chat.
talking about.
Who's got
That's
this
how
shit?
teamwork works.
That
Yeah.
it's we're making the dream work. Best hack on the
sir.
triple stack.
Sounds fair.
Yeah, it's fair too. Did I disappear, by the way?
You're still there. You're like shifting.
You're still there, I think.
Shit.
Oh, here goes my fucking. You tell me, dude. If I can fucking. It's a hack more than a slap, because it's kind of a you
Well,
know.
that's good.
Yeah, I was responding to my message. I forgot we ordered
It's a
wing
solid
stuff.
No, that's right there, right there. You know. To get.
Yeah, bring it back. What you doing?
Best hack all up on that.
That's a hack. You're hacking at it, but it's fun, and I think people could you know. They could
They
get
probably
fucking.
have some fun there, Lois.
They could.
Man,
There's truck action.
They could get loose on that.
excuse me. Switch stance, slappy.
There's got to be a way to zoom in. We need to enhance.
Yeah, no, I
Can't.
you know, it was a,
Yeah, just press Control Alt Delete real quick.
yeah. Well, what else do we got?
I got some chicken wings inside waiting. I can tell you that much.
Jason B's got a
Surprisingly, so do
backsmith.
I.
That's funny.
He says he's got a backsmith on that fucker.
Who does?
Oh, nice.
Jason B, Jaguar Collegiate Skateboarding.
Backsmith?
Yeah,
Slappy?
that's what he says on the
Backsmith
triple stack.
Slappy.
Let's see it.
Yeah, drop the clip,
Let's
homie.
see it.
Yeah, post that clip. Tag
That's the
Mongochatter.
Let's see it.
Hell yeah. Yo,
Tag
And
Ugly,
Sonic
I'll repost
Bitch.
it on the stories.
Sam, you wanna take us out with some words of wisdom, or do you wanna have anything else to say about May 17th, Battle at the Bridge, Sam?
Be nice to each other out there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Be nice to each other, and be nice when you're at the contest at May 17th at the. You said it's early in the morning, right?
8 a.m.
Okay.
Kids contest starts at 9 a.m.
All right.
Load in for the vendors. Same time. But hit me up on Instagram, Giant Chronos. If you're interested in being a vendor, and yeah, we can set you up with a spot, and it's free of charge,
Free 99.
free 99.
Lance, what do you got to
Absolutely.
what do you got to say to us about their May 4th Sonic Ditch, Rip the Ditch Part 2? What do you got to say?
I just want to say that everybody should have fun out there. But yeah, just I don't know. Yeah, I just want to see the community come together and just create some memories. Essentially, that's really about it. Yeah, there's gonna be contests. Yeah, you'll win some shit, but when you get old, you'll think about these times, and hopefully, Rip the Ditch is one of these times. So let's skate, let's have fun. Don't be a dickhead.
Oh yeah.
I'm guilty of it.
Of what? Not having fun or being a
Being a
dickhead or both?
dickhead,
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
we all are.
I'm sorry.
It could be a stressful world, man. You know.
Oh yeah. Tell you what.
Tell you what.
Be lying if I says I wasn't.
Simon, you got any words of wisdom? Some final thoughts? Or Jerry Springer, final thought?
I don't think I have words of wisdom, but no, I got to agree with Lance and Sam. You know, yeah, don't be a dickhead. Have fun, skate, enjoy both these events. Both stellar people in the community, in the skate community, and I don't know. I'm proud to be associated with both of them and both events.
Hell yeah. Be excellent to each other. Thank you guys so much, both Lance for taking the time to FaceTime in with us, and Sam for being here with us tonight. And
Sure.
yeah, be excellent to each other. Like and subscribe to the Mongochatter YouTube. The link is in the bio. And what else did I want to spout off at the end there? There was something else I wanted to say. Maybe it's not that important. No.
Fuck ice.
Other than the like and subscribe thing. Yeah.
Whoever slashed Will's tire needs to fucking own up.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah. Also, that's not cool. Just because he drives a Tesla doesn't mean he's not a normal human being.
We'll see you guys on April 27th at Rosedale Skate Park. If you're in the San Antonio area, come skate and weenie roast with us, and then we'll have a little after party at the Central Skate Shop. Adam Fleming will be spinning records, and we'll have those new Jeff Wheeler Texas Plant T-shirts available. And am I missing anything else? Is there any other
Ask
bullet
your
points?
congressman why they don't want a high-speed rail.
Be nice.
Ask your president. Ask your mom.
Be nice
Yeah,
to each
Bolita,
other, and please
let 'em know.
ask. Please ask if you'd like to try the trick someone else is doing, and yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for following along in the chat. For those of you that toughed it out with us through thick and thin, you know who you are, and we know who you are, and
Let me
we're
have
fucking
John.
coming for you.
Mongochatter.
Thank you so much, Vaughn McIntyre, for creating this crazy, creepy music, man.
Mongochatter. Mongochatter. Mongochatter.